Most people live in fantasy mode. Everybody is driven to dream about a better future. This has been programmed into us by evolution. But this drive is best expressed within a world of constraints. So this drive, this deeply programmed dream of a better future, translates into consistent forward momentum of getting out into the world and trying new things. Of trying new things and getting consistent feedback, of getting useful and important data so you can figure out what works and what doesn't work, so you can keep moving closer and closer to the ideal. So a well-lived, purpose-driven life will continuously, inevitably get better and better. At least this is the way it used to be. This is the kind of thinking that led to the Industrial Revolution. Before the Industrial Revolution was a period of time historians refer to as the Industrious Revolution, where for about 500 years, people did everything they could to improve their lives. They worked harder, they took all kinds of side jobs, and they did everything they could to be as creative and innovative as they possibly could. The historical reasons why this kicked off around the 1300s are very, very complex from a historical standpoint. But once this inner drive of humanity was unleashed, progress exploded. But this deep drive is being shunted off today. It's no longer constrained like it used to be. Now it's getting sucked into fantasy land by social media, unlimited streaming choices, and the false promises of hookup culture. That which used to seem hard now seems easy. And if everything seems easy, even though it's not, what's the point of grinding your way forward? This is where self-constraint comes in. This is where having a solid direction in your life comes in. This is when having the courage to measure your results in the actual world versus inside your fantasy mind come in. Very few can do this, but those that can have already realized what awaits them. Those that can have repeatedly realized that a life filled with financial and romantic abundance is not only possible, but very, very likely. And they continue to understand that it requires dedication, persistence, and continuous learning. And this explains the paradox. Why most people will be stuck in fantasyland their entire lives, and why a select few who can understand this dynamic will be on the path to inevitable success.